Electroheads, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, my name is Eilis and I'm an electric vehicle reviewer, and welcome to sunny Scotland. We're in the heart of the Highlands at the moment to test drive a very exciting electric car from Kia. The EV6 GT has had a facelift. The top lines, more power, more range, and can charge even quicker. It's even got some very exciting additional features which I'm going to be showing you today, including a special GT drive mode, which you can actually send this vehicle at a very immense speed in launch mode, and a very big green button on the steering wheel, which you need to find out more about. But first off, let's look at the spec.
The GT comes with, you guessed it, dual motors that deliver up to 641 brake horsepower and 770 newton meters of torque. That gets you from 0 to 62 in just 3.5 seconds. Efficiency isn't the strongest, but that's to be expected with a souped-up tourer, offering 3 miles to the kilowatt hour. There's a whole host of upgrades which I'll go into today, but overall, pricing starts from $59,985, which is £2,690 less than the pre-facelift model. So you get more power, more kit, and improved driving dynamics at a lower price.
When the EV6 was first released, which is all the way back in 2021, which is mad, that actually feels like forever ago, that was the first electric car from Kia to be based on the electric global modular platform, which was really pivotal back then because it meant that you could charge at rapid speeds, up to 800 volts to be precise. You can of course charge this at 800 volts or 350 kilowatts rapid charge DC, which is unbelievable. That gets you from 10 to 80% in just 18 minutes. Now, the battery itself is 84 kilowatt hours, which is an improvement from the previous EV6 GT, and that can deliver you up to 279 miles of range on one charge WLTP. But let's talk about home charging. So with your standard AC charger, you are able to charge from 10 to 100% in just under 8 hours, or 7 hours and 35 minutes to be precise. Now, this is of course if you have a home charger, which if you do, that's fantastic. And did you know that you could actually be making some extra cash with that home charger? And Joosup, the sponsor for today's video, can help you with just that.
Joosup is an EV charger sharing app that allows you to list your charge point and take bookings at days and times you set when it normally sits unused. They take zero commission, so you can list your charger at prices comparatively lower than public charge points while still making a good profit. Joosup is on a mission to provide affordable, convenient and reliable EV charging nationwide. And by using our promo code Electroheads, you can enjoy 180 days free use. So give Joosup a try today and see how much you could earn. Visit joosup.com for more info or go to the Google Play or App Stores to download the app now.
Let's talk exterior, and we first off need to talk about this gorgeous colour. This is the Yacht Matte Blue edition that you can get. Now, this is a particularly pricey paint to pay for. This will set you back an extra £1,500, but my God, it is glistening in the sunlight. It looks so good. But let's talk more about the whole car itself. So there's been a whole redesigned exterior, as you can see, including the alloy wheels as well. So coming round to the front, we have first off that star map lighting, which is iconic with Kia, but they have updated that as well. You've also got this lovely center light bar here, just to make it pop. And then just a bit more of an aggressive look at the front with those redesigned front and rear bumpers. In fact, let's take it round to the back. You can see that wing shape design from the front now being incorporated into the lower part of the bumper. You've got the nods to the GT, of course. You've got to let everyone know this is a souped up vehicle. And let's look at the boot space. 420 litres in the boot, as you can see here. Mine and Rich's suitcases fit very nicely. There's lots of extra room. You've also got your parcel shelf as well, which I'm not gonna do very smoothly. Got a partial shelf? I've got a parcel shelf too. But there's a good amount of space in here, and you've also got a 20-litre frunk as well to put your extra bits in. But you've got all this storage space underneath here as well to keep your cables nice and neatly tucked away. It's very practical. And let's talk interior. So first and foremost, it will feel quite familiar, but of course with a few little tweaks and updates. Now, first and foremost, you've got your dual panoramic display, which they have updated. You have these lovely limey green hints throughout the vehicle as well. Instead of the kind of scratchy black plastics, they've also replaced that with this kind of like lovely mesh brushed material, which means less fingerprints, which is good. I mean, there are still some sort of places where you are going to be getting fingerprints. The screen is obviously quite prone to that, but hey ho, that's what you're going to get. The steering wheel has been redesigned as well. And of course, there's this big green button. We will be speaking about that shortly, so don't you worry. Keep your eyes peeled for that. But overall, you cannot deny in the interior, there is just so much space. And this is why the EV6 has been so appealing for so many people, because it's spacious, it's functional, you've got storage galore. I mean, oh my gosh, I can basically get my whole arm into here. The amount of snacks that you can pack in there. This whole storage bit underneath as well. You've got loads of charging ports, USB-C. It's just a very functional, practical vehicle with a lot of oomph. And now let's check out, how much leg room I have. So that seat is set up for my driving, and I'm a pretty leggy 5'10", and look how much space there is. That is unbelievable. This is why the EV6 is just so good. Headroom wise, I'm 5'10". I've got that. And because we've got a nice flat floor here because of that EGMP, you get a lot of extra foot space as well, and head space. Again, that's me sat in the middle. You can comfortably fit 5 adults in this car. So this is built for 5 for those long journeys, and you've got some nice charge ports in the back here. Lots of nice storage slots as well, so you can put your water bottle in the back. One thing I would like to see though is a sunroof. Just open it up a little bit in here, make it a bit more airy, but that's my one qualm, Kia.
All right, enough of the walk around. Let's get driving. And just to make this road trip really authentic, we've even got the essential snacks in shot. We're keeping it real, guys. Big up the mini cheddars.
With a facelift comes more torque, more power, a more tuned suspension and sharper steering. I mean, it's everything that you want in a GT. Now, there are 6 driver modes available. I've been going through each. Eco is very comfortable, I have to say. Our lovely videographer in the back here, who is Richard Beach, he definitely approves of the eco mode. However, if you move up into normal and sport mode, that's when things start to get a little more jerky, and you can feel the power coming through of the all-wheel drive. When we switch up to GT mode, which is with this delightful green button that's on the steering wheel, that's when things really start to heat up. Everything goes lime green on the dashboard, and you can really feel the capabilities of this car. This is when it's at its torquiest, its most powerful, and actually the sounds that the car makes, it just goes up a level as well. They really have made this quite a visceral experience. One thing you can also do is, this isn't just in GT mode, but it looks particularly good in GT mode, is the virtual gear shifting technology. So Kia have made this electric car to basically emulate how it feels when you're driving a car with gears. And what that means is that when you're driving along, you can shift up your gears with the paddles here, which you usually use for your regen mode, and you can get quite a fun experience. So I'm gonna press the star button on the steering wheel now. I'm switching it down to the first gear, second and third gear. And as you can see, just like a normal car, it's giving you those revs. Switch up to fourth. And I think it's really fun. I mean, you need to turn up the sound in the car. So if you go into settings and make it the loudest possible, you can hear it. And we had it in the previous mode that the car was set to. You couldn't really hear it. So I really think having that audible cue is really important, because to be honest, when I'm looking at the road, I'm not really paying attention to what's on the screen down here, I have to say. So having that audible cue is really crucial. And it's just fun. Yes, potentially a little bit gimmicky, but if you want an electric car that sometimes make you feel like you're driving it like a manual, hey, the Kia EV6 GT is the one to go for. Well, I have to say, this beats driving in London. Oh my goodness, what an experience. And being able to really test the capabilities of the GT out on these incredible country roads. I mean, I've never actually experienced the Scottish Highlands before, and here I am in this absolute don of a car, cracking it around the corners. testing out the torque. Oh my gosh, what a place to be. I will say, this is a big car. It is a big car. And these roads, I mean, they're not the biggest. So having that awareness of just how wide you are is obviously quite crucial. But obviously this car comes with a lot of safety tech and additional features, like, you know, you've got your blind spot monitoring, you've got all your cameras that can see all around. It's got its sensors as well, so you know if you're getting close to something. But yeah, this is a bit of a mothership with power. One thing I have noticed on these winding roads is the lane keeping, which just is sort of switched on as standard with this vehicle. It's great. It's just very light when it wants to let you know that you just need to like nudge over a bit, and it's been doing very mild adjustments here and there if you've just slightly misjudged. Oh, I'm getting overtaken. Go on, Led. That's kind of embarrassing in a GT, isn't it? But hey, look, guys, filming is all about safety. Safety is priority. But the lane keeping has been just quite nice, not too intrusive, which I really like. They've definitely fine-tuned that to just kind of be there at the ready for you, but not take over, where sometimes it can really feel like the steering wheel is. Ooh, collision warning, don't worry, I'm not going into the parked car. So that's quite nice actually. I haven't even talked about the head-up display. I didn't even really just acknowledge that, to be honest. It just sort of blends into the windscreen, it's amazing. But it does tell you, for example, if it thinks you're about to collide with something, that pops up. So you've got your safety features that come up, you've got your speed limit as well, and it also tells you how inside the lane you are. So it just lets you know if you're kind of coming out, or if somebody is kind of undertaking you, overtaking you. It just gives you all the information you need really to be a safe and cognizant driver. One thing in particular that the Kia engineers have focused on is the NVH. So that's the noise, the vibrations, and the handling. So let's kick off with the noise. Well, the engineers have fitted this vehicle with a lot of soundproofing. So they've used lots of materials inside the car to really dampen the sound. They've used acoustic windows to stop the noise coming in. They've also used tires that actually reduce the sound on the road, which actually, I'll be honest, I've been driving at, you know, those higher speeds and you can still hear the tires, but I guess it's better than what it would have been. With the slight tweak of redesigning of the car, they've also improved the aerodynamics, which obviously means less wind noise. And to cover up the sound of the motors, there's this AI technology that's been inbuilt to the car that plays back a sort of fake engine noise, as I'm sure you've been able to hear, that actually plays wavelengths that counteracts the noise of the motor. Now that is absolutely genius. And it just sounds so ethereal. With vibrations, they've also retuned the suspension and it's very comfortable. Now, I have to say, Rich and I were test driving the, I'm gonna get this wrong now, the Mini Cooper John, damn it, the Mini John Cooper Works, Mini John Works Cooper, you know what I mean, electric hatch. And you can watch that video right here to see Rich's review. And that suspension was awful as a passenger, absolutely awful. I actually do a short on that. If you want to check that on my Instagram, go find that out as well. It's the most anti-passenger vehicle I've ever been involved with. But this, although it's built for that sporty driving, you know, it being a GT, power, torque, etc., the suspension is comfortable. And this is it. This is a Tourer electric car. So not only is it built for speed and power, but it's also built for those long journeys. So you want it to be comfortable. So this, in a sense, it is a practical family car. I mean, there's so much space in the interior as well, but it drives like a supercar. An addition, of course, with this being a GT, is there is a launch mode. So you can get the absolute max power from a stop start. So 3.5 seconds, 0 to 62 is unbelievable. 770 Newton meters of torque, 641 brake horsepower. This is an immensely powerful car and we've got to send it. All right, are we ready? I'm in GT mode. Launch mode is ready. 3, 2, 1. Oh. 3, 2, 1. Oh! Oh! Wow! Oh my God, I could fully feel the G-force there. Oh my God, my face must have been absolutely ridiculous. Do not replay that. That was amazing. That is supercar feels right there. Oh my God. Flipping heck, I want to do that again. Can we do that again? Oh, this is so fun. What a vehicle.
Well, I think that's enough fun for today. As the sun begins to set, we make it to the hotel just in time for dinner. But what results did I manage to get with the efficiency? Let's find out.
All right, well, let's talk the efficiency numbers. So remember that this car, Kia claims, can do about 3 miles to the kilowatt hour, and having driven this for about 2.5 hours yesterday through the Scottish Highlands, I can tell you that I was able to clock up 2.6 miles. So bearing in mind there were some 0 to 62 tests, and there definitely was a lot of GT mode activated. So I say if you're driving in like normal, you definitely probably get about 3 miles. Eco, maybe even a little bit more. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to hit that like button. Let me know your thoughts on the EV6 GT. Do you like it? Is it a bit too souped up for your liking? Is it what you would want in an electric car? Let me know. And if you're new here, definitely hit that subscribe button, because you're definitely an Electrohead if you made it this far. I'll see you for the next adventure.